Just text, I know it's a toss up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. The Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying?
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Monday. It is sunny. It is hot in Florida. Hey, Trish the Natural. Girl. Yep, you listen. Don't type. You hear me? I don't need no mess. I'm tired from the weekend. I am tired. You must be heading into work today. Hey, Jaden, I already got you pinned to the top. Jaden, when you go back to school? Trish, how's it going for you this morning? That's right, I don't want you to type. But anyway, I'm going to have to get back to you this afternoon. Talk about some little changes that I need to do. So, Jaden, when you go back to school, Jaden looked like he already done left me. But I'm excited about today, and we're going to talk about when things go bad. Just know it will get better. There's controversial cruise, my child, my son. I'm gonna have to get him up one day with me. Warm Strong Adventures. He's always here unless he has a dentist appointment. I got a dentist appointment next week. Oh my God. Hey, we got Tuba Chat in here. Hello, hello, and welcome. Jaden go back to school on September 5th. I'm going to have to remember that and make sure you going back to school. And Kevin, you've been going up different times, so many different times. And you know over here, Kevin, I talk about you all the time. I need to cut my I need to join you more, Kevin. I really need to join Kevin a lot more because I learned so much from him and I repeat everything from him. Destination, hey, how you doing this morning? I almost called you this morning, but I said no, she's working. I have to remember that people are working. And this morning we're going to talk about when things go bad, always know it will get better. Okay, we're going to talk. For some reason, I used to work. Hey, Rich New Design, you coming up? You'll make my heart go pitter patter. But anyway, I've been watching Rich. Sometimes I like out and not coming in because I know then I have to talk when it's late. So I'll just, leave him on and hear him in the background. But I am so happy that all of you, are giving me amazing support. And even the ones that come back for replay, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do. And there's Bud Files. They're monetized. I just like to say that because Bud Files, they was working hard to get them watch hours. And I just like to thank the ones that shared me out on Friday. It was Dippa, Hema, Didi, it might have been Sunday. Didi Moharani. She stays in Japan, but she's Indonesian. And CV Baseball Collector, a great friend of mine that stay in California. He's gone back to work. He's a school teacher. And Rich New Design. I mean, what would life be without Rich New Design? If you don't know Rich New Design, Rich, I had even shared your channel the other day. And I'm hopefully some people came over to see what Rich, I told him he's like a little RX rated, but grown folks don't like a little R-rated show. But thanks so much for coming here this morning. But yeah, you know me, I like to talk a little bit about life and all that good stuff at Big Mama House. And I mean, we're all, what, and we don't tend to have a lot of drama here either. And that's amazing. I think I only had one small little thing, and it was tiny. And I, seem to have nipped it in the bud right away. So I'm happy about that. Rich said I did have people show up saying they were sent. Oh, isn't that sweet? Yeah, that is so nice. And that's why we all need to share each other out when we can, because we really get to know others. And I did, one thing about life too, when things tend to go bad and it gets better, YouTube is another avenue with that. It's almost like life, because you got to switch it up sometimes when it's not working. And normally I don't go on the weekends, but I just wanted to see how it worked. Saturday, I went on about 6 o'clock, I believe. I might have been a little earlier. That worked out phenomenal. Sunday I went on and it worked out good. But I had a lot of the cruise people with me. So that meant, and I want the cruise people to come, but I think it kind of I'm not sure Sunday if that's really my pull. So I think I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I think I'm gonna go on another time at 8 o'clock and kind of do it by myself and kind of see how that works and who comes in. And we're gonna see how that works. Or I'm gonna bring the cruise people all back. Is what it is. So yeah, I'm just trying to feel around for my good time. Like I say, a lot of people do come and watch my replay. So I'm thinking a lot of those are working people. But in my analytics, let me go over here now. My analytics to my audience is, let me see, the ages, get this, 18 to 24, 73.8%. And 55 to 64, 26.3. That's amazing. 18 to 24. And that's 73% of people that I use, and they're the user specified. And then 55 to 64, I have 26%. So, that's I don't know what the 24-year-olds want from me, because I noticed that I had 100% of millennials. Now I'm getting people even younger than them, and then I'm getting less of people my age. Go figure. I don't know. I heard Keisha say, her children say, what you be looking at them old people for? But that's amazing. I never could figure it out, and don't try to figure it out, why younger people watch me. I don't know if they like the information. I don't know if it's the personality. I don't know what it is, but that's just amazing. And also, I'm just going down my chat. Everybody's saying I got Cass. She was number 900 subscriber before I hit 1,000. I always remember that, Cass. Cass go on a live a lot. You think I didn't know that? I'd be out in the bushes, Cass. And sometimes you'll say, somebody out there in the bushes, who are you? So sometimes it's me. And there go my best friend, Deborah. Need to bring her up here one day. She like, but yeah, the audience amazed me. But also what happened, I've been consistently doing my lives, and that just never pushed me over in my numbers. I have to do longer videos. And then when I took off 6 weeks from doing my long in vlogging, it really fell. My click-through rate is not pretty right now. So I got to build that back up. But I know YouTube is pushing out my stuff again, because I even heard Warmstrong say that he see my old shorts, and they pushing those back out again. So I guess I'm going to have to try to do more than one a week. I think I can, because I have a lot, but I don't want to overwork myself either. And I know, Betty, I think you kindly missed. Yeah. So a lot of times I stop, even Kevin, I stop by, I don't go in, because a lot of times it's late, and then you just stay there but don't go in, because you don't, really feel like chit-chatting, because as soon as you come in, everybody wants to talk to you. And here's OG Brand, and I want you to thumbs up, share me out, and I will pin you up on Wednesday. Jaden already got me shared out, honey. He got me on his he already got me shared out. But let me go back to what I want to really talk about, because you know I can talk. That's my problem. But I do listen. I know my brother Armstrong say I don't listen, but I do listen. I think the reason I tried to think, because even my sister was saying I was missing a lot the other day when Armstrong was on. And I think what it is, when somebody said something, I'm really listening intently. I think that's what it is. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Like last night, hey Dennis, thank you so much for coming in. And OG Brand, I see you. I see you. Thanks everybody in here. But yeah, we're going to go ahead, because I have people that come in for replay, and I don't want them to think that I just drew them in with something I wasn't going to talk about, because you know that makes me angry. I don't know about anybody else. Like if it's a favorite YouTuber and they put up something, a title that entices me in, and they don't talk about it, I get mad. I have even one person I stopped watching. And she said a lot of people complain, so she stopped doing it. You know, and sometimes they'll pull you in with half truths, and you don't, I guess they want them 30 seconds and then you leave. But that's not what I want. I want you to really look at my videos. That's what, you know, my vlogging videos. But I always say, when things go bad, just know it will get better. I know in my mid 30s, I always go there, y'all, from that 27 to mid 30s. I was a little worry wart. And I think a lot of time that's learned behavior. And I just wished at that time I knew things was things was really gonna get better. I really did, you know, think. I really didn't think a lot of times that things was just gonna be rough, you know. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I know I said hi to Donis. Okay. And what that song is, ooh, ooh, child, things are gonna get better. No, they say, ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, ooh, child, things are gonna get better. And it always does, you know, it always does. And I always, with my son in the teenage years, if you have not had teenagers, you will not know what I'm talking about. But those teenagers, ooh, I had one, and that one was just like me. And I never thought things were going to get better. And when I look back now, it's like, ooh, he wasn't as terrible as I thought. Now, he was a hard child to raise because he had my personality. Okay. So he was a tough little cookie, but turned out to be an amazing man. Some things we may still disagree on, but amazing man. Hey, CV, I be trying to catch you on when you're coming home from school, but I still, you know, hit the replay. But yeah, I'm talking about raising teens and not thinking things are going to get better. And I used to sing, and if anybody is on the religious side or heard this song, and it's Stand. I'm trying to think of how it went. Stand. After you've done all you can, just stand. After you've done all you can, you just stand. And I used to sing that all the time when my son was a teenager. And I had a big treadmill in the house, and I used to sing that song, and I used to have it on. And he used to say, why are you singing that all the time? That's all I had. Stand, you know, just stand. You know, I had nothing else. I had nothing else in here. Oh, Rooted is here. Good morning. Rooted, famous is in the house. And Sir. Sir's probably going back to school. A lot of the parents are, hey, Sky. How you doing, Sky TV? I seen you on. I think you were on like 5 or 10 minutes and you was gone the other day when I came over and try to, you know, catch you. But you know, we talked a little bit about yesterday about the world being interconnected. And just tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think, okay, this is what I think. Okay, this is my thing. Okay, like I'm sitting here, but the world is evolving, constantly changing. Okay, even though I'm sitting still, the world is, when we die, the world don't stop. It keeps going. And I say somebody's being born, one or the other. I think we're all connected in one way or the other to each other, you know, and I think most people don't think so, but until they get there, they understand that part of it. But it's ever changing. And just think, when we were born, all of us, we were in utero in our mom's belly. It's hard to think about. And probably the first 3 years, you don't even remember that part of their life. Anybody remember them being 3 years old? Anybody in here? Maybe four. I can't even remember four. Maybe I'm too old to remember back that far. First grade, I started at 4 years old. So I know I remember that. But it's almost like as you get older, it's like darkness. You can't see, like, you can't see it. You know it exists. You know what happened during that time, but it goes by so fast. Anybody can remember when they were 3 years old in the chat? I can't. I know I can remember about four, and I was almost five because I turned 5 that December, and I started the school in August or September. Had to be September back in those days, but I had to be four, almost five. Is what Lady Sky's talking about. Yes, I had to end two streams. It was because wrestling wasn't on my Hulu Friday night and Saturday night. My Hulu was messed up. Okay, I don't have Hulu. Okay, I don't have Hulu. I don't look at enough movies and stuff for Hulu. Uh, Keisha says she remember when she was 3 to 6 years old so well. Lots of hipsters during these years in my little life. Okay. But I think Keisha was like around 4.5, probably. I know first grade I remember, in second, and on up. But yeah, it's just, you just memories. Okay, it's just 3 years. It's like, what did I do in those 3 years? And about everybody I know in my intermediate family has passed. So I have first cousins that we're not really close, but my mom pays for Hulu. Well, I wish she'll pay for me, Sky. I wish she I wish she would pay for me. But yeah. Um but that's definitely, and then that goes by so fast. And then, like I said, we're a baby, we're a toddler, we're let's see what Rich says. My earliest memory is from age 3, walking on the sidewalk with my mom, pushing my baby sister in a stroller. There was a street cleaner driving toward us. That's all I remember. I know. And probably, Rich, I don't know if you could see, like, I want to say picture see it, because I can't picture. Okay, say I had to be about 11 when my grandfather passed. I can remember us walking in the church. I can remember that, but everything is dark. I can't picture it anymore. I know I'm there, but I can't see people faces. That's what I need to say. I can't see people faces. That's exactly what I'm saying. Riz says my earliest memory is from age 3, walking on the side. Okay, I read that. See that? I don't forget just that fast. I remember preschool. I was probably 3 or 4. Okay. Okay. You know what? Since you said that, I do. I had to be 3 because I went to preschool. I do. And you know what? The name of the school was Holmes Nursery. And back in the day, a lot of kids didn't get to go to pre-K. I got to go to preschool because my older sister didn't go, and she cried so much the first year in school. My mom sent me to pre-K so I would be ready. Yeah. We had it probably looked big because I was little, big old whiteboard. I could picture that. And then I got spanked on my hands because I didn't know my alphabet. I remember that. And I can remember us walking with our little lunches and going down to a park. I can remember that. I can remember a little bus picking us up, for daycare. I can remember that. I can remember daycare pre-K. I can remember Pinky. I don't know why I remember her out of everybody because she went from pre-K all the way to graduation with me. Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, I can remember that. Okay, Keisha says my great grandma passed when I was 3. She was on dialysis prior to her death. I remember the smells because my grandma performed her dialysis for her at home. Okay. It is, there are things in that brain that's still there. It's just that brain is amazing. That's why I say we're more complicated than we think because they say we don't even use all our brain, and the brain cells in there. Um, I remember combing my grandma's hair when she was resting after dialysis. Yeah. And I can remember, this is so nice to get some of these memories out. Sitting with my grandma on the porch. She would always be in her rocker. And we would just talk for hours. I know so much about my grandma more than my other siblings. I used to just sit there and I just take it all in. Just take it all in. Let's see. Lady Sky said, I don't have money like that. I only get 30 every Friday, every week from out of my SSI check. She handles my money because I have autism. I also have anxiety because of all. Okay, I am so sorry. Sky, I'm so, happy that I met you. I really am. I really am from the bottom of my heart. I mean that. I really do. And and like we say, things will get better. Things will get better. But they always say stand strong. That's the only thing we can do, Sky. You may have, the autism, then, but you're still functioning. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. Keisha still talking about that. She loved bananas. I eat them because she said they were good for me. They are good for you. But I don't like them. Really? Okay. Okay. All right. Sky said my granny passed away in high school in my senior year. I wasn't that old. I didn't go to my grandma's funeral, and it was just something that I really regret to this day. It was a decision I made saying I just didn't want to see her that way. I want to remember her being alive and vibrant, but it was the worst thing. Rich, oh my God, I'm scared to read this, y'all. Thank you for everyone being here. Thumbs up, thumbs up. And the one who watching replay and the ones that's here, I thank you so much. And share me out. I will thank you and pin you up on Wednesday. Rich says I try. Rich is he ain't older than me. Let's put it that way. He young enough to be my child. I try to only use 10% of my brain. The other 90% is far too pessimistic to bother with. You're not pessimistic. You aren't pessimistic. We just were talking about that yesterday about on YouTube. Do I truly know Rich New Design? Do I know you, Rich? On the internet? We talked about that the other day. I think you can pick up pretty good sometimes about a person, and sometimes you can do pretty good, and thank you, Cass, so much. Hey, Jared Talks. Hey. Jared Talks is in the building. He has a live in a little bit, I think. I don't know if he got somebody on his show today. And but like I said, I had an amazing weekend. But we're gonna go back to these life is ever changing constantly. Okay, so we talked about being a baby, being a toddler, being a young child, remembering stuff. And it goes by so fast. And then those preteen years, those was hard for me. Those was hard, really hard for me. Oh, okay, Miss Queen Sunkiss. Okay, Jared. Okay, I'll make sure I do a replay on that. Okay, I was very open doing that interview here on your channel. I know you were, and I love that. You were very vulnerable, transparent. I thank you so much as about me as in I think you know as much me. Yeah, because some people aren't as transparent as others. I try to be as much, and my main thing is, and I talked about it yesterday, not to lie. Not to lie. Straight out lie. Okay. Um, and I have a confession to and it bothered me too, to Erie Frog. He asked me, I hope you don't sleep in your makeup. And I was like, oh, I wash my. Now, people know if you wear makeup every day, you know darn well there going to be some nights you're going to go to sleep in your makeup. Okay. I'm so glad I got that out because that was a lie. And you know what? When he asked, I hesitated too. Usually people hesitate when they lie. That's one thing I tell people. I hesitated too. I remember, and I said, you know, I watch, but there are some days this makeup, if I fall asleep, this makeup don't come off sometime. Okay, so that was my little white lie. I'm going live too, Miss Betty. Okay. Okay, so she going live too. I have respiratory tone. It's a stabilizer. I used to cuss people out like my family, but I don't do that. Well, good. Make sure you take your medication. Sometimes we need that, Sky. Sometimes we need medication to, level us out, you know. And yep, never get off it. Don't ever get off it again. Yeah, if you get off your medications, it will backfire on you. I can promise you that. And even too, Sky, since we're talking about that, even certain foods we eat. I know if I eat something sweet, highly processed, it changes my mood. It does. It make me nasty. It does something to my blood sugar, I think. I'm not a diabetic or anything, but thank you everybody for being here, and thanks for the amazing support this weekend. Amazing, because I learned a lot this weekend. I really did, of what I will do and what I won't do. Again, I have to remember that some stuff I'll say that, but I know. Hey D, I see you creeping in here. How you doing, D? D had a little surgery and she's off from work for a while. But yeah, but like I say, life goes by so fast. Preteen years, we're trying to find our way. Nobody understands us. We're just trying to find our way. And even at that time, sometimes I don't think we know things are going to get better when we get it, get in a little trouble at that time. But that passed by as a blur. Now, those teenage years, anybody here raising teenagers? Ah, that'll put you on medication. See, what I want to say, Rich, you ain't got there with teenagers. He got girls. I think he has a son too. Yes, I know my bad depression and bad anxiety is under control, but it's not got any better. You know what? The only thing is with depression, we'll talk about that just a little bit since we're talking about things getting better, is sometimes I still have two left. I done missed something. Hold on, y'all, because I done missed something as usual. And I try my best not to miss anything, but I missed that CV. I still have. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. You got two left ahead to teenage years. Okay. Yeah, it's hard, CV. It is hard. That's all I can say. Raising those teens, but oh, let's get back to the depression part. But sometimes I can feel it coming on. And sometimes I can't stop it. I can't I don't know if you've been depressed. If you've never been depressed before, thank God that you haven't. That's all I can say. And sometimes I can feel it coming on, like yesterday. But I stopped it. Sometimes you can nip it in the bud, but not this weekend, but the before I couldn't. I just felt it coming on and I just sat in it until the tears start coming. And sometimes those tears cleanse yourself and you feel better. And I felt better the next day. But this week, I did grab a hold. Sometimes with counseling and talking with somebody and with the medication, it really helps you be able to cope because medication is only going to take you to a certain point. You're still going to have that little bit, just that little bit, you know. Um, let's see what the chat's saying. Yes, CV, honey. I'm glad mine grown and gone. Thank you, God. Because I know something happened to one of my grandkids, and I was like, oh, praise God, that is not me. That's not me. I love her still, but that's not me. I'm just a granny. D says, I hope you're getting better. Yeah, I hope she is too. And look at CV. He doing the countdown of them teenage years. And one is 3 years away. Go on, CV. So that'll put him at 15 years old. Oh, you're at the midst of it. Yeah. But yeah, but it goes by so fast. I remember my husband telling me, because I was having a lot of problems with my son, and he said, Betty, this is gonna pass. He said this is gonna, but when you're in it, it's like in the storm that I talk about. When you're in it, you can't see left, you can't see right, you can't look forward, you're just in it. You're just simmering in it. And that's what I was doing. And I can't, you can't think. I couldn't think. He just had me so, ooh, just like that. It was just like that. So, them teens, I'm telling you. And Sky said if I had the money, I would get the bottom surgery in a heartbeat. If I won the lottery, that's my goal. Okay. And Sky, what I want you to think, and we're not going to even get deep into it, but I think I just want you to kind of think of the comment that you made the other day about I know it's wrong. Just, you know, I want you to just think about that part of it. You know what I mean? And get in a quiet place and think about it. You know, I love you regardless. I don't care. I got oils to help check me out, but I'm no doctor yet, but I do have things to help naturally. And one thing I want to say, famous, I have tried a lot of stuff, and I'm sure, natural stuff. And I'm sure a lot of other people have, but sometimes um you just need the other stuff, I guess. And I don't know. Sometimes I question that because then once you get on it, you can't get off it. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Rich says no sons, always wanted one. Four. Oh, you got four daughters. I was thinking three. Age 30. Oh, you want sons? I had sons. But you know what? Now, Rich, I'm glad I had sons because boys are one way or another. I was definitely a boy's mom. I wanted a daughter, but I was a boy's mom. Boys are one way or the other. They are the mean or they're nasty. There's no way in between. And that's good because girls, they're iffy. Girls are, she don't like me. She touched me. She did that. Boys are one way or the other. I knocked him out, mama. He touched me. I knocked him out. That's boys. you know, Mama, I knocked him out. Oh, he don't like me. He won't play with me. That's them girls. So I was definitely a boy's mom. My mom said I wasn't made to have girls. I was made to have boys. Even my dog is a boy. So, hey, Bama Nola, thank you everybody for this amazing support. support. I'm telling you, I think about this, and I even think about Rich. Rich, do you think you're in a niche? I don't think. I think he has his special, own, unique place. And that's what I think about me, Rich, is I don't have a niche. And I said that just as Bamanola come in the cruise community. I really don't have one. So really, I think me and Rich have to really build on our community. It just don't come to us. It's people that really like us that keep coming back. It's just like with Nitro. Nitro has a huge community. But Nitro, I'm always say he has two sides to him. You're either gonna love him or you're not. One way or the other. But you can learn so much from him with YouTube. Ask him any question and he'll tell you no lies. Okay. So always remember that with Nitro. And that's why, you could like one side of a person and not go along with the other side, So but Rich, I gotta go back here. I miss some. 4 daughters, 34. Okay, could be my grandchild. 32. 11 and 7 could be my great grandchildren. Bama Nola, Linda Okie, thank you for coming back. Thank you so much. Thank you. In my family, D, I was the baby for 11 years. My sister was 4 years older than me. My brother is 11 years younger, and my sister is 13 years younger. So we have a span of it. Yes, Rich, I'm the eldest of three. Ooh, I ain't want to be the oldest. I did not want to ever, the oldest child got to do too much. Dad always wanted a son. His brother got all sons. His brother got my husband, he only had girls. He always wanted a son, always wanted a boy, and I always wanted a girl. But now when I look back, I'm glad I had my boys though. I am. I'm glad I had my boys. Lynn says, Rich, that's quite the age gap. Were they from different relationships? Well, my mom had two sets, but it was, well, yeah, two sets because she got married later on to my stepdad, and that's when she had my brother and sister. And then that was her first son too. She always wanted a boy, my mom. And then when she married my stepdad, he was like 50 and he never had children. So he was like almost like Rich, and he lived longer than my mom. My mom was like 18 years younger than him. And he ended up living longer than my mama. So a lot longer. I seen Heather live. Yeah, I missed her live, but I hit the replay. She's talking about Come Hither with Heather has a live. She's in God, what is it? Briz something. I can't remember what it is. Brisbane. I think that's what it is, over in Australia. But yeah, I missed it. TC all Miss Betty. I got to go. Okay, bye. I have a surprise for you. I have over one. Oh, great. I'm over 1,500 watch hours. And despite what you may hear, I get them fairly. And I haven't heard anything. Okay. I haven't heard, anything. So, Cass, congratulations. And I know with your watch hours that you do go a lot. Now I know, and you do have people over there too. So, I could see with the 1,500. So, I don't question anything until, the truth comes out. And then yeah, she needs to get out of town, D. Because I don't think she'll ever come back to the US of A, but I don't think I would, but yeah, Nitro is hilarious. Congratulations, Cass. And I'm still going down this chat. Linda Okie, thank you everybody, and thumbs up please to help me grow. Lynn says one family member has 5 daughters, 8 grandsons, and 2 granddaughters. Listen to this, Lynn. I got that beat. I have two sons. Two. One has three children. Okay. The one in Australia has seven. I have 10 grandchildren from two sons. 10. And just like her, I have 8 grandsons and 2 granddaughters. And boys run heavy on my father's side. And twins run very heavy on my mom's side. My great grandma had one set that she died. She had a boy and a girl. My grandma had a set of twins. They were a set of triplets, and only one lived out the triplets. And then my auntie, it didn't miss a generation, y'all. It didn't skip a generation. My auntie had two sets of twins. She had two girls at first, Yvette and Ethel. Then she had Fred and God, I'm trying to think the other one passed. Oh, I can't think of her name. But she had a boy and a girl. And get this, one of my cousins had two sets. Okay. And then her daughter had a set, but one passed. They were, and that was on my mom's sister side. Now they were biologically, the same sibling, not different dads. But I didn't catch it, and my brother didn't catch it. Thank God I didn't have no twins. I think if I would have had a set of twins, I would have just tied my tubes. I would have, because you could this thing, if you had another, you could have had a second set of twins. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Thank you, everybody that's in the house. Thank you, and thumbs up, thumbs up. And I was so tired from last night too, because I went on live at 8 o'clock, and normally I don't do that. So when I'm tired, I get hungry, and usually I don't eat after 7 o'clock, but I did last night, so that proved to me that, baby girl, I don't know if this is good for you, but I want to try 8 o'clock again, I think by myself, and see how that works out is what I want. I just want to see. Let's see. Lynn says that's neat. Okay, and then I'm the baby in my family. My sister's 35. I'm 29. I lived with my mom and sister all my life, and my parents got a divorce when I was a kid. I'm still live with my mom. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Nothing wrong with living with your mama. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Heather's with Duff. Yeah, I saw that was meant to go live early. Not sure if they did. I know. And I'll go and watch the replay. We're talking about Come Hither with Heather. She's in Bisbane. I know I'm probably saying that wrong or right. But she came to the States, and she was denied. She even has a video on that. So I know she won't be coming back to the US of A. And if you want to kind of find out what happened, Come Hither with Heather, and she explains, what happens, and how they did the turnaround. I think she ended up being like in travel about 45 hours. Can you imagine? And traveling, you plan for a trip, and it doesn't transpire. So I said, I know she'll never come back to the States. A quick drop in to say, hey, Susan, I'm beginning to love that face, girl, from Brisbane, Australia. I think Heather's in the whis. Okay. Y'all know I tried. I have 5 children and 5 grandbabies. Okay, you got 5. Oh, wow. 5 kids. Oh, my goodness. And she says, I'm in Brisbane. Yeah, Waterstrong was there. He's a YouTube creator, and he met up with Duff Duff. Was it Duff Duff? Yeah, Duff Duff, I believe he met up with. I know he did. He met up with Duff Duff. I'm pretty sure he did. And they had a good time. She bought him dinner and all that Good stuff. Controversial cruising. Yeah, it was a great live. My thing is, I think, and I love the cruise community. Y'all better keep coming, okay? But I think I want to try, and I've really been thinking on that, kind of by myself 8 o'clock and just see, kind of what happens, you know, and maybe not plan it, just, pop up and see. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the cruise talk. And then when I said about switching it over to something else, and they did it, they did it. A couple of the guys was a little naughty, but I could live with that. I thank you. But I had an amazing weekend. Lynn says my bubble is the baby. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to go down the chat. Thank you everybody for being here. Susan says 4 granddaughters and 1 grandson. I'm the proudest nanny. Oh, and you got a grandson. It's like I finally got my granddaughter after so many grandsons. She's 10. And and then finally last year I got another granddaughter. So it's kind of nice because Sophie is older than the youngest one. So that gives Sophie the time to be the only granddaughter to be at that age, because the other granddaughter is just a baby. So yeah. My mom told me long jean skirts looks like what a Pentecostal So what are you saying? Do you like long skirts? It depends on how it looks on you. I could wear a long skirt and make it not look Pentecostal. I know what she means, but you must be wearing them long skirts. I tell you. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was an amazing weekend. But yeah, like I say, life is ever changing constantly. It's constantly evolving. And we talk about we talked about being a young child, a preteen, how the teenagers would run us crazy, how we ran our parents crazy, just like that. And another thing I say, don't forget what it was like when you was a child. Sometimes I think parents forget that when their teens are acting out, the parents come in from a matured point, and that child is still childish, don't have the right mindset. Sometimes I think if you think back of how you were, then I think that kind of helps you a little bit, or how your brother or sister was, because usually them children usually follow behind somebody in that family. But that's another thing. I think I wish I would have known raising my children, but then you just don't know. You just do not know. Controversial says, I want to do a live with you in the morning one day, Miss Betty. Okay, I'll definitely we'll get on Instagram and we'll chit chat. How we start the day dictates our day, and the things we do relieve our stress. Yes. Okay. Okay. Are you talking about that's gonna be the title of it? Okay, we definitely will, because you gave me your days that you're off. So I remember I put it in my little book. I put it in my little book, just like my dentist appointment next Tuesday. Oh boy, that sounds great, Scott. I know. Me and Scott will have a good time. A good time. Oh, I don't know, Lynn. Sky, what do you mean about the Pentecostal skirt? I don't know, Lynn. Because I wear long skirts and I don't look Pentecostal. I like long skirts because it hides my ugly legs. I got little veins broken in you know how you have little veins broke. I think mine came from running all my life, because I jogged all my life, and my husband too, and he has the same thing. The back, they're like on one leg, they're not on two. And I think it came from running. I don't know, Lynn, what she meant. I have no idea what she meant about that. But and then get back to, and then we're finally young adults. We don't know what we're doing in our early 20s. Maybe somebody get fortunate and they know. I didn't know what I was doing. I got married really young. I didn't even know what life was about. When things went bad, I didn't know how to make things better. I was a mom by the time I was 21 or 22. I didn't even know how to be a mom, you know? So we're still trying to find, and the world is constantly evolving, it's constantly changing. I keep telling everybody. And I think, too, why a lot of young people kind of come over my way and listen is because I make it simple. I don't make it try to be complicated, like I got a doctorate degree in something, which is fine because a lot of things needed. The people go to the school for a reason, but I just went to life of hard knocks. That's what I went to, the life of hard knocks. But one thing I must say, what I noticed with parents today, now parents are out there. I think sometimes parents tend to now hold back their young adult children. They'll talk about when we'll say, oh, when you turn 18, if you don't do nothing, you got to go. Younger people always say that. Okay. And there's something with that. It really is. But my mom, I always remember what she said. She said she raised her children to be able to fly out the nest. I always remember her saying that. Now, I have a lot of people around me that do. The adult kids stay home and they don't pay bills. They don't do nothing. Okay. Now, that's all right because it's their household. But to me, I think you're stopping their growth. I really do. I really do. Now, if they're in college, they're going to school, and they're not, and that's fine. But what happens if they're working every day? And that's another thing I hear a lot of is they can't make it out there on their own. I hear that a lot. It was expensive when I moved out. Everybody talking about, no, it was no, that little paycheck. I live paycheck to paycheck, just like people do now. Yes, rent is more, and rent was a lot back there. So I do. Honestly, that's just my belief. I think a lot of people hold their kids back. From being, what happened if you die? I bet you they'll take care of themselves then. I bet you they would. And that's not even being harsh. It's really not. I want my children to be able to take care of themselves. That's what I want. Okay, and Sky didn't answer. She said, I don't know either. My mom said it. I know what she meant, Sky. I know. Oh, you must have had on a skirt. And it looked like an old woman's skirt. That's basically what she's saying. Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. I'm also gonna have VS Royal. She's gonna be on here one day. I'm gonna interview her for 30 minutes. She talks about the Royals, but what I want to interview VS Royal, I want to interview her and see how she got into her niche and how she started her channel. I'm more interested in that because she has so many people that come in, and I mean, they really plow in there. Okay. And I'm learning a lot from her as I watch her chat because it's so big what she does. And I also like when she gets super chats, she don't do them one by one. She saves them and then she does, like, how I do the fireworks, but she does another thing with money. And she said she saves them up all at one time is what she does. So yeah. But and this is Monday, y'all. Monday. I am going to get out of here today. I got to pick up some. Every time I say that, it rains, y'all. It rains. I don't know what's happening to my. I try to put stuff in here. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm. Let's see. Uh-oh. What happened? Am I still on, y'all? Uh-oh. Am I still on? Oh, okay. Maybe it's just on this side. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Something happened on my StreamYard side. Okay. I don't know. Thank you. I don't know what happened on my side, but I'm glad I still got y'all here. Yeah, but yeah, like I say, what got me really through the hard times have been singing and dancing. Hey, Jamie, did you see Arnell's new video for an hour? Arnell Armin, one of my favorite YouTubers. She just had me and Jamie as baby, my grandbaby, Jamie is nephew. Okay. She don't know us, but we have claimed her. Oh, that baby is beautiful. Oh, and she got a live-in nanny. She's a YouTube creator. She lives in the Hollywood Hills. Oh, go figure. But I love her, though. I love her. I love her. The chat was saying that first service currently available. Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened, but that StreamYard. I'm glad that I didn't lose y'all. Um, Susan says, yes, I seem to get through hard times. Yes. I was looking for a song this morning. Um, and I was looking for really the one that said, after you've done all you can, you just stand. And that's what got me through with my son. After you've done all you can, you just stand. How do you handle the guilt of the past? How do you handle the pain? I used to sing that so much and have it playing while I was on the treadmill, and my son would walk in from school. He'll be like, why do you sing that all the time? That's all I had. 10 toes deep and standing strong got me through him. It got me through that. I'm telling you. I started it, but it came out. I know she's talking about the video that I watched this morning before here. Um, yes, I sing it. Yes, you sing it around. But let me tell you what happened this morning. This usually happen. I tell y'all strange things happen to me in the morning. And I say you only believe this unless you believe something spiritual or you believe that the universe just moves and operates in a certain way. But I'm telling you, when I get up in the morning, people call it God's whispers. Some people just call it, little whispers. But I was looking for that song that I just sung. But then I asked Alexa and she brought me up this other song. I'm like, I don't want that song. And some say, just listen to it. And it was just exactly what I needed to hear. And it was just stand up, and it's about a lot of different artists. I know Beyonce was one of the artists, and it is amazing. Just stand up, Susan. I don't know if you ever heard it, but it's by various artists, but I loved it. Yep. And it was saying when everything's going bad and you're ready to give up, and it says you got it in you. And I always say it's in here, you know, and you have to find it within you. And don't give up, don't fall, don't trip. Stand up, brace yourself up, be strong. And I know that's how I got through life. I know I got through life. Let's see what they saying about this skirt. It's like an old woman skirt. I told you I have one and I dress like an old woman. Well, why you want to dress like an old woman at 29? I want to know. I'm 67. I ain't dressing like no old woman. What defines how we dress anyway? Ah, ah. You know what I mean? What defines how I dress? But we just stand up no matter what we're going through. And I like too the part when it says the heart is stronger than you think. It can go through anything. Always find a way to push through. You just gotta feel, just stand up. I love that. I love it. And even from things from our past, you know, um, we got to let it go sometimes. We just got to let it go, and look, a lot of times the things from the past, we're looking from a child's eyes. I love that I found you on live tonight here, Betty. I've been having a hard time and I need to hear you tonight. Oh, thank you. And you know what, Susan, I found, and I was telling Warmstrong, is my videos, my lives that I have in videos, that I have the most views are on depression, or if I put the word chaos in there, because people are hurting. They're really hurting right now. And I always talk about, we have so much noise around us, you know, so much noise, but we could be happy. We really can. Not to say I don't have my sad days. I'm transparent with that. Last Saturday, not this one, but I would say I had a break, is what I had. If anybody's been through depression, you know what I'm talking about. But I have not been in that dark hole for years. And if people wonder what I'm saying about a dark hole, is it's where you can't pull yourself back up out to feel better. You try to sleep it off. You try to do, but it don't work. I have not been in that for ever and don't want to ever go back in a dark hole. I don't ever. And that's what I say. I think people are so ashamed to talk about being depressed or having depression. And most of the time in our families, we have that. Or people think when you're talking about depression that it's depressive. And it's not. It's because you may not need help at this time, but somebody else does. And that's what we hold on to. I love that I found you. Okay, I read that. Thank you so much. Some love. Yeah, they were. They were good last night now. They really was. Ah, ah. Susan said it's so late, so I have to go now. Okay. Thank you again, Susan. Okay. And you take care and please come back. Please, please come back. And it is late. And that's why I be telling Dee, if you need to go to bed, Dee is a moderator and she stays over in Australia. And I always say, girl, if you got to go to bed, go to bed. Sky says, I feel old too because my back hurts all the time and I have arthritis in my knees. Oh, okay. Well, feel better. Feel better. Do you think a little exercise, maybe daily, can help that too? Because sometimes I always say walking through a little pain. Oh, Susan, I'm sorry I missed that. She says she's hurting. Well, we're gonna definitely think about you, Susan, for sure. We really are. Susan, I don't know if you're gone, but do you have an Instagram? If you do, I'm under I am Betty J Gathers under Instagram also. I know where you're at. Okay. So find me over. I'm under the same name and just say hey and then I'll write you back. And I understand that part. I was with you on last Saturday, but I was able to climb out. I'm able to climb out now. Um but I don't know. I could feel it coming on, but I don't know why sometimes I don't stop it. I stopped it yesterday, but I do understand. But just a lot of quiet moments, and try a lot of quiet time. And it could be hormonal too. So I'll definitely, think about you and I hope you find me over on Instagram because I talk to quite a few women. I probably need to start like a small group on that with women, talking about maybe depression. That might be something to talk about. But I'll definitely, if I start a group like that, I'll definitely keep it small. I like small groups, the Instagram groups is what I mean, because I definitely want to grow in here. Thank you, everybody, for thumbs up to help me grow, share me out. And I'll definitely thank you and pin you up on yes, it's Aussie stay up late for our over. Well, thank you. Maybe I need to go up, and go to vice versa. Maybe I need to go late. Oh, well, I want you to feel better though. Feel better. And I'll be back on Wednesday. I do need to exercise. And Dee says I am Bendigo. Susan, Central Victoria. Freezing. It'll warm up in a little bit. You'll get to September before you know it. When I came to Australia, I came in September. Y'all had all the seasons. All the seasons. It was summer, winter, spring, summer. It was all of them. At one time. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you're at that age, girlie. We definitely could talk about that. We could definitely talk about that. Oh, girl, no sleep. My sister's going through that now. You don't have sleep. You're irritated. You're sweating. You're hot. You're cold. So yeah, I get it. I get it. Husbands get it too out there in the chat. Oh, D's like, ugh. Love you all too. I love you, love you. But yeah, it's been a little over an hour. It has been really amazing. I even unclosed my book. So, what is this? Is my book trying to tell me that you over? But it is. But when I look back, I've had a great life. And even with the hardest of times now I can look back. And you know what it is? It's like the last chapter of my life. Some people will probably think of that as morbid, but I think the last chapter should be the best chapter. It should be the best chapter of my life. The children are grown, the children are gone, house is quiet, don't have to worry about a lot of stuff that other people worry about at this time in my life, and being grateful. And that's another thing. I don't know if Susan's gone, but the best thing that all of you in the chat, when you're going through bad, to get to the other side, you got to be grateful. Be grateful. And like I said before, when you're in that storm and you're in that season, is what I call it, when everything seems to be going bad, and no matter what somebody tell you, you still can't see it. But after the storm is over and the rain has stopped, the rainbow comes. But you know what? The next problem comes. But I want to thank all of you so much for being here today. And y'all know I'm on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sunday at noon is my vlog. I was gonna say video, but my premiere with my vlog. So that'll be on Sunday. So I'm happy about that. And I'm happy about people that come in for my replays and the ones that come here every day when I'm here, and even on the weekends. I'm telling you, Saturday, I think I had 115 views this morning. Amazing. That is amazing. And I know on yesterday, Destination, she had, I think, was it 88 from yesterday? So, we have people, and I'm so amazed. And I do. I care for each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. This community is going to grow, and I know it. I feel it. And you know what I say, this earth is constant moving, and we're going to feel things that other people don't feel. But I thank you so much. And you know what I'm going to say? That it is time to go and start our days. And y'all have a phenomenal day. And you know what? Come back here on Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. See you then. Bye-bye.